So here we are again, trying to come up with things to do that will keep both the minds of our dogs and ourselves occupied. So today we're going to learn to teach the trick spin, and it too falls under the category of I can teach that trick in 5 minutes or less. I'm teaching from the seated position because my foot is still recovering from surgery, but you can definitely teach this one from standing upright. So all we need to teach this trick is some yummy cookies and a marker, and I like to use the clicker as a marker, but you can definitely use a verbal cue with this one if you like. And today we're going to have Gambit help us out. So the first thing to do is to use the lure to get your dog to turn his head into his body one direction or the other. And what you're going to find is that your dog turns one way better than the other. So figure out which one your dog likes to turn to and work with that one to start. So we're going to put the cookie on the end of Gambit's nose, and we're just going to turn his head part way around and click him and reward him for following the cookie. Good boy. As he gets good at this, we're going to get him to follow the cookie farther before we click and reward. Good boy, you're doing very well. Okay. And eventually, I have my dog following that cookie all the way around in a complete circle before he actually gets his reward. So then the next step is to get rid of the lure. So I'm going to pretend that I have a cookie in my hand, and I'm going to get him to follow it around all the way, click when he finishes, and reward him there. Good boy. Good boy. I then have two options. I can either shrink the physical cue, so I raise my hand a little higher, I make a smaller circle to see if the dog will still follow it. Attaboy. Oops, chewing. Good boy. Or I can add a verbal cue. So to add a verbal cue, what I want to do is I want to say that verbal cue and then give the physical cue that the dog has gotten used to. You ready? Spin. And you can tell that Gambit already goes on the word. Spin. Good boy. Spin. Good. And after a little while, we should just be able to say spin. Oops. Spin. Yes, attaboy. And your dog will turn without you having to give the physical cue. So have fun with this one.